Eight
I
players,
didn't
7 of them are honest. One of them is a cheater. Will the honest players find the cheater and win the money, or will the cheater take it all for themselves? Welcome to Lie, Cheat, and Steal.
How dare you impugn my fever?
Why didn't you listen to me?
All I heard was sexy babysitter.
Let's meet our 8 players for tonight. One of them has already been made the cheater, and it's time to catch the cheater in their first lie. See if this will help you out in finding them. Jared, are you the cheater?
No, thankfully.
Tom, are you tonight's cheater?
I am not.
Amy, are you the cheater?
Nope.
Ian, raise your hand and tell us if you're the cheater.
I am not, but I can't wait to get removed via tiebreak.
John, are you the cheater?
I am not. I don't have the energy for it.
Piers, are you the cheater?
No.
Liz, are you the cheater?
Not this time.
And Susan, are you the cheater?
I am not.
One of them is lying, and it's time to find out who. We'll play our first 2 questions here, and then you'll vote off the player you think is the cheater. If you find the cheater, you keep all the money in the bank. Cheater's out of the game. If not, you lose half of your bank, and an honest player is voted out. Cheater can make as much money as they like, but if they get caught, it's game over. Play our first 2 questions. Order you're playing in was randomly selected here, as was which of you is cheating. Name the 10 most difficult types of mathematics, according to Be Scholarly. Number 1, the most difficult, worth 50 cents, down to number 10 for $5. You'll have 30 seconds to talk it out as a team. Say as much or as little as you like. Remember, the cheater has all the answers, and go.
Someone say 10 mathematics.
Calculus,
Trigonometry.
Geometry.
Differential
computation,
equations.
Statistics, number theory, astrophysics,
Are they going to include arithmetic in this, or is that not?
just basic arithmetic,
They might.
It's called
long
math.
division,
Yeah.
Fraction.
fractions. I wonder if that's how basic it's going to go.
Word problems.
All right, that is time, and we are going to start with Jared.
I'll say trigonometry.
Trigonometry. Yes, that is part of geometry and topology. Number 4, $2. Very good.
Well, all right.
They didn't have an individual slot for trig, but yeah, it's all under geometry. Tom.
Okay, I'm going to go with the one that changed my major from being a math major to a history major, and that would be vector analysis.
Vector analysis. No, sorry, that is
Okay.
not on there. Amy.
I remember people in science and math majors took diff EQ or differential equations and said that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Number 7, dynamical systems and differential equations. Very good. 350.
Dynamical is a word.
Apparently, yeah. Well, it's a math
We had-
question, not an English one.
We had to make a new word for a math.
Professor Jackie Childs.
Ian.
I'll just say calculus.
Number 3 is calculus. Very good. 150. John.
Statistics.
Statistics. I would have to say yes, but let's see. Not on the board. No.
What are the odds?
Years.
Well, I'm wondering if it falls under maths or sciences. I'll say physics.
Yeah, it falls under this because it's mathematical physics.
Oh, okay.
Number 9 is mathematical history, and 10 is mathematical liberal arts. Mathematical gymnastics, just missed it. Liz.
Would proofs be considered its own thing?
Yeah, that's gonna fall under logic. So yes, number 2.
Okay, cool.
$1.
Just logic?
Just logic.
Like mathematical logic. Proofs are part of that.
And logic in itself is also hard.
Alright, yeah, logic stuff.
And Susan.
computation.
Computation. Yeah, that's number 9. Very good. 450. All right, good job. See what else made the board here. Algebra,
Yeah.
which is definitely not harder than some of these other ones, but it's probably the
No.
one that most people have taken.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Combinatory, I'm not even sure what that is. Number theory,
Hmm.
and information theory and signal processing.
Whoa.
Oh, yes, of course.
Based on the internet, a lot of people are very bad at reading signals, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Moving on. Name these actors who have played Martin Luther King Jr. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Had to dip into the SNL well for 1 or 2 of these. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. 30 seconds to talk about it as a team. Money's doubled on this one. Then we'll go to Tom for his answer. Go.
All right, 1, 2, and 3 are Kenan Thompson, LeVar Burton, and Jamie Foxx in that order. I know the $6 one is Jeffrey Wright, and the $9 one looks like Malik Yoba, but it's kind of a small picture.
I think 4 is Sam Jackson.
Doesn't look like him.
And 7 looks like Anthony Mackie, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that one's right. That's Anthony Mackie.
Oh, yeah.
Time. Okay, and I'll zoom in if we need to here. Tom, you're first.
Okay, I'll go with the $3 answers, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx on Saturday Night Live. Very good. $3. Amy.
$2 LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton and Ali. Yeah, $2. Ian.
I don't know why other people weren't stealing answers, but 7 is Anthony Mackie.
That's right. Anthony Mackie and All the Way. John.
8 is Paul Winfield.
Paul Winfield. Very good.
Oh, nice.
$8. Beers.
I'll go with the Cool Runnings guy, Malik Yoba, for number 9.
That is right. Very good. Malik Yoba, $9. Beers. But 9 and 10 were very tough here. Liz.
I'll be honest with myself and say number 1 is Kenan Thompson.
That's Keenan. Very good. $1. Susan.
I don't know. I'm gonna, who knows any of these? I'll roll over to beers.
All right. Using the rollover, passing your turn to Beers.
The $6 answer is Jeffrey Wright.
That's correct. Jeffrey Wright. Very good. And Jared.
Yeah, can I get 4 zoomed in?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll over too. Can I ask for a volunteer? Or
I think Ian and Beers raised their hand last time.
Don't throw me under the bus.
You did it. I would recommend Beers.
yeah, I'll roll over to Beers.
I'm out of answers. I
sorry.
recognize the $5 one, but I don't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think the $4 one is Sam Jackson, but I'm going to guess it anyway. Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson.
It
Very good.
is.
$4.
No, it didn't look like him.
Oh, damn.
On stage, he was pretty young, but that is Sam Jackson. Yeah. Very good. 5 is from the movie Selma. That is David Oyelowo. And 10 is tough, but it's very interesting. That is actually Martin Luther King's son, Dexter Scott King,
Wow.
playing him
What
on a
was that
TV
from?
movie. It's from a TV movie or miniseries. I forget the name now, but yeah. In the bank at the end of round 1, you did very well. 56.50 in the bank. Here are the totals for the round. Beers got rolled over to a couple times. Talk it out. Who do we think's the cheater?
Are we voting for Ian today?
We might need to do a build-up for that one.
I mean, there was a build-up for it last time, and it didn't happen until the last round.
I'm gonna preemptively come to my own defense here and just say I know a lot of actors, but Yeah, that's that's my only defense here. I'm not the cheater.
Wait, did you get what were the two that you got? Because I know you got Samuel Jackson. What was the other one?
I got Samuel Jackson, Malik Yoba, who I know from Cool Runnings and New York Undercover back in the '90s, and that was my guess. And the other one that got rolled over to me was Jeffrey Wright, who's in everything.
Beers, do you want to accuse anybody?
No, I just wanted to preemptively defend myself. I don't know how effective it was, but we'll see.
Ian, would you like to accuse anybody? Your name has been thrown out.
Die yourself.
No, I know we're gonna tie regardless, so I don't care.
Would anyone like to add anything before we vote?
I'm not the cheater, but if you vote me out, the chances are I'm going to be useless in the next couple of rounds anyway.
I mean, the next round is the 10 most shoplifted items.
Oh, shit.
We need him.
All right, I need the 8 of you to please lock in your votes. All right,
Nope.
votes are in. Time to see who the first player leaving the game will be. If you find the cheater, you keep the full 56-50. Not for cutting that in half. Let's start with Jared.
I guessed Tom.
One guess for Tom. Tom?
I was just afraid that I was losing my reputation, so I had to vote for Ian.
One for Ian. Amy?
I'm keeping it spicy and voting for Ian.
2 for Ian to keep it spicy.
Very
Ian,
spicy.
do you want to keep it spicy? Who'd you say?
I would vote to keep it spicy and vote for a person I have not voted for in quite some time and vote for Susan.
Okay. 1 Tom, 1 Susan, 2 Ian. John?
Beers actually convinced me, but Jared saying Samuel Jackson in the 30 seconds and then passing it to Beers to then give that answer, I said Jared.
All right. Beers, who'd you say?
I said Amy because, I don't know, her answer during the maths round kind of made me think that she was the cheater.
Okay. Susan?
Well, I was trying to defend Ian's honor, and I also voted for Amy.
2 for Amy, 2 for Ian, and it all comes down to Liz's vote. Liz?
What have we done?
You're making Ian nervous here.
Why am I making him nervous?
He looks nervous.
I don't want another tie.
Is it
I hate ties.
Is it being drawn out for some reason?
I hate ties.
Maybe, I don't know. Is it?
It's like he skipped your vote on purpose to make it a
no,
mystery.
it does kind of seem. Let's break that down a little bit. Why would we?
What kind of math did you use for
All
this
right,
vote?
let's go to New Hampshire.
I am horrible at math, so I just randomly went with Amy.
Yeah,
Oh,
3 for Amy.
geez.
I'm sorry, that is enough. She is out of the game. And now it's the moment of truth. We have to know, Amy, were you the cheater?
Nope.
Well, shit.
Not the cheater. I'm sorry. You lose half your money. Honest player leaves the game. We are down to 7. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. 1 honest player has been voted out. 7 players left. Keep playing here. 28-25 in the bank. So there's the answer board. There are 20 potential answers. 10 are right, 10 are wrong. Up to $5 you can make for each answer. Which of these celebrities have been married more than 5 times? Kenny Rogers, Nicolas Cage, Gary Oldman, Larry King, Robert De Niro, Pamela Anderson, Lana Turner, Mickey Rooney, Olivia de Havilland, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Carson, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Jane Fonda, Clint Eastwood, Rue McClanahan, Elizabeth Taylor, Christopher Lloyd, Billy Bob Thornton, Richard Pryor, and James Cameron. So the farther they are from 5, less they're worth. So one who's been married the most times is worth 50 cents. 30 seconds to talk, then we go to Ian.
5 or more? Or 6
More than
plus?
5. More
Okay.
than 5.
Not that
Okay,
helps.
Elizabeth Taylor is right up there, real close. If
Larry
you count
King's
two
number one.
movies to Richard Burton.
I feel like
Zsa
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 Gabor, I
Gabor,
think.
like, yeah, famously.
And Billy Bob Thornton, I think, has had
Mhm.
several.
Yeah, Mickey Rooney
Nicolas
is up there
Cage.
in like the dozens.
And Pam Anderson, maybe.
Time. Okay. Hold on.
Darn it.
Amy said this is her specialty category.
Yeah, I
Ian,
see that.
you were first. Remember,
Put a
so if
square
you
on the
married like
floor.
6 times, it'll be worth more money. The higher the marriage is, the less money. More than 5.
Just because it's a funny one for me to say, I'm gonna say Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. It is. She's been married, was married 8 times. $1. So there is one who was married more than that. John.
Because this will forever be shocking to me, I know Larry King, that goblin.
Larry King, that goblin, was married 8 times. 150. Beers.
Well, because I don't know about any of the others, I feel like I'm gonna have to say Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Zsa. She's 9 times. Most marriages. 50 cents. Very good.
After 6, like, why keep going through the trouble?
You like the best? You just want to keep going.
Was
Because
a
they're
different
cousins.
time.
Do it
Some of
after,
these, I
like,
will say, some of these
3.
married the same person more than once.
You got a punch card on the hall.
Yeah, one more and it was a free sub. Liz.
I'm gonna guess Lana Turner.
Lana Turner. She was married 8 times. 250.
Dear Lord.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I think Billy Bob Thornton has been married a lot of times.
Billy Bob has been married 6 times. Yeah, $4. Very good. Jared.
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage. He is currently on number 5. I'm sorry now.
Oh, only 5.
I didn't actually check before the game started, so perhaps it's a 6 now. They usually aren't very long. Tom.
I thought Mickey Rooney was up there in the many. So I'm going to say Mickey Rooney.
Mickey. Yep, he is up there. He also had 8. All right, take a look at the other. Let's go over all of these because the numbers are behind them. Kenny Rogers, 5. Gary Oldman, 5. Robert De Niro, 2. Pamela Anderson, 6.
Wow.
Olivia Havilland, 2. Jerry Lee Lewis, 7. Johnny Carson, 4. Jane Fonda, 3. Clint Eastwood, 2. Rue McClanahan actually had 6. Christopher Lloyd, 5. Richard Pryor, 7. And James Cameron, 5.
We're just airing all their dirty laundry, aren't we?
Well,
I mean,
Nicholas
it's all in
doesn't
public
have
knowledge.
any more.
It's on the record for everyone to see. We're not sharing anything that they don't talk
Nicholas
about.
Cage doesn't have any more castles to get rid of in alimony.
Name the 10 worst jobs for introverts, according to Happier Human. 30 seconds to talk, then we go to John. Go.
Jeez. Performers, singers, actors,
Any
Oh,
type
sure.
of sales.
waiters.
Host,
Flight
Yeah.
attendant,
Customer service.
Bartenders.
hairstylist,
Politician.
Car salesman.
hotelier.
wedding photographer,
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
A pastor, preacher.
Wedding.
junior game show host.
Wedding.
Time. Okay, John, you're first.
I'm gonna put hospitality, like hotel hospitality,
Hotel hospitality.
receptionist.
That all falls under receptionist. Yeah, so that's number 9. Very good. $9. Beers.
I would say restaurant host.
Restaurant host. Yeah, I'll count that as the same as waiter, waitress. Same idea.
Oh, okay.
$8. Liz.
Gonna go. Is sales too vague?
Yeah.
Okay. Brand ambassador.
Brand ambassador.
What a title.
I would. Well, it's like literally your job to just be out in public and like promote a specific brand.
With those signs.
That is a good answer, but that is not
No,
there.
like I'm drinking Bacardi. Would you also
Yeah.
like to drink a Bacardi with
Oh,
me,
okay.
stranger? Like,
Yeah, that's a great
Okay.
answer, but it's actually not there. Susan.
Politician.
Yeah, number 7, politician. Jared.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
oh dear Lord.
Surprisingly not, no.
You're trapped in a metal
I know.
tube with these people.
Yeah, but you
God.
get to sit separate from them.
Yeah. Tom.
Someone said, preacher or pastor, and I hadn't thought of it, but I think it makes sense, so.
It definitely
go
makes
with
sense.
that.
It is actually not there, but I would agree that that's
Oh.
a good one. Ian,
So just sales is too vague, right?
yeah.
Okay. So if that's the case, I'm gonna say like car salesman.
Car salesman. No, surprisingly not there. There's a lot of bad jobs for introverts, it seems.
All of them.
We'll go with the answers. You got three, but you got three big ones, so that helps. Number
Prostitute.
one, insurance broker. Okay.
Sure. You're free,
Real
guys.
estate agent.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Singer, which was said in 30 seconds.
No.
Coach.
Sure.
Which I don't know that that's real. I mean, you got to, pump the team up, but then you can be thinking on what recruiter.
Is telesales on there?
I would-
Telemarketer?
No, manager
Manager of what?
But
and
you don't get
newscaster.
sales.
Okay.
I guess
sure.
real estate agent
I-
falls under sales.
Yeah, but there
I-
was, yeah.
Insurance falls under sales.
Why have
Yeah.
I done 4 of these?
Because the job market sucks. All right. In the bank at the end of round 2, 63.75. Pull up the totals for the round. What do we think? Talk it out. Who are you suspicious of? Don't everyone talk at once.
I'm a little suspicious of John
Because
because how he corrected to receptionist to get that one answer through.
I actually was thinking that too.
I have no defense other than it was the word I was originally trying to think of.
So basically, everybody's saying vote for John.
Hey, listen here, you so and so.
All right,
John,
John, you
let
better
me
start
know.
defending.
Do you want me to defend your slow brain? Let me know.
Please. I am imploring it at this moment because now I'm actually really worried.
He was distracted by a television being on. That's the reason he couldn't think of receptionist.
It was a phone in the background, actually.
I'm all for just fueling a war between John and Beers for the entire game.
Well, that means
You have to
keeping them
keep it in
both
the
in it.
game then.
No, I am not. It's not me.
Who do you want to accuse, John?
Well, Beer's out of sheer spite now.
In my defense, I don't know. There's spite works. Spite is a good enough reason. Everyone else does it out of spite when it comes to me. Or actual suspicion. I don't know.
All right, John says Beers. Beers says John. Anyone else want to throw another name out there or back one of those up? I need the 7 of you to please lock in your votes. Votes are in. Let's see if we found the cheater. We'll start with Jared.
I wanted to rise above the fray and said Susan.
One for Susan. Susan?
For saying 2 cc's of hand stuff, I voted for Ian.
Nice.
Ian, who'd you say?
I had to defend my honor. I said Tom.
All right. Tom?
I went with a Schroyer. I went with Jared.
Liz, who'd you say?
I said John. I was suspicious for the same reasons. I'm sorry.
All right. John, who'd you say?
I originally put a different name, but then changed it to Beers.
Oh, wow.
Beers, we could potentially
you
have a
surprised?
7-way tie if you voted for the 7th person here. Or we could have a tie broken here. Who'd you go with?
I went with Liz. Just kidding. I said John.
You so.
2 for John, and he is out of the game. Moment of truth, John. We have to know. Only 2 votes, but it's enough. Were you the cheater?
I am in pain. You guys are monsters. Yes, I was the cheater.
He was the cheater.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, wow.
Down. Full bank stays intact. And when we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, there will be a new cheater. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Before the break, 2 of our players correctly voted out the cheater. It was John, meaning there's a new cheater in the game. Time to catch the new cheater in their first lie. See if you can find out who it is. Jared, are you the new cheater?
Nope.
Tom, are you the new cheater?
Still not.
Ian, are you the cheater?
Oh,
Beers, are you the cheater?
Still no.
Liz, are you the new cheater?
No.
And Susan, are you the new cheater?
I remain innocent.
One of them is lying, of course. Find him again, keep all the money. Name the 10 most famous newscasters of all time, according to the famous people. They are bad jobs for introverts, so don't name any of those. 30 seconds, then we go to Beers for his first answer. Good answer. Go.
I can
Damn
only
it.
think of Ted Koppel, Tom Brokaw, and Baba Wawa.
Walter Cronkite.
Dan
Cronkite, thank
Rather.
you.
Peter Jennings.
Brian Williams. Anderson Cooper.
I feel like Anderson Cooper would count.
Diane Sawyer. Do you count? Connie Chung.
Time. Okay. Beers, you're first.
I'm going to go with one of my guesses, and I'm going to say Ted Koppel.
Ted Koppel, number 3, 150. Liz.
Say Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, number 1, Walter Cronkite, 50 cents. Susan.
Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer, number 6, yeah, $3, very good. Jared.
Peter Jennings.
Yeah, number 2, Peter Jennings, $1. Tom.
How about Edward R. Murrow?
Edward R. Murrow, yeah, number 5, 250. Ian, see if we can go 6 for 6 on this.
Oh man.
No pressure.
I'll say Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters. I'm double checking because that surprises me, but she is not on the list. No. See who is. Tom Brokaw.
Sure.
Chet Huntley.
Who?
Some of these are older. Harry Reasoner,
What?
Reasoner.
Brett Hume, and Howard Smith.
You're really telling me Harry Reasoner was not a detective?
He's 60
That
minutes.
was before he went on to a career in newscasting. Yeah.
Shaved logician.
What? I didn't hear what he said. What?
I said shaved logician. I don't know why I thought logician would be another word for reasoner.
Oh. Name the James Bond film by its villain. Raul Silva, Le Chiffre, Alec Trevelyan, Francisco Scaramanga, Max Zorin, Gustav Graves, Hugo Drax, Elliot Carver, Emilio Largo, and General Georgy Koskov. 30 seconds, then we go to Liz. Go.
All right, Skyfall, Casino Royale, GoldenEye, Man with the Golden Gun, A View to a Kill. 7 is Moonraker. And I don't know if 6 or 8 is Die Another Day.
Is the $10 one, is it GoldenEye also? Because I know there were multiple villains in that one.
There's no repeats.
Oh, okay.
And I
From
think
Russia with
9
Love or
is
Spy Who Loved Me.
Thunderball.
Time. And 4 of you have rollovers if you want to use them. Liz, you're first.
3 is Goldeneye.
Yeah, that is Sean Bean's character in GoldenEye. Very good. Susan.
I remember one of those from what Jared just said, so I think number 2 is Casino Royale.
Very good. Casino Royale. Jared.
Okay, the highest one I'm sure of is 7, Moonraker.
That's right. Hugo Drax, Moonraker. Tom.
Okay, the one that just jumped out at me when I saw the list is the $4 one is Man with the Golden Gun.
That's right. That's Christopher Lee's character in The Man with the Golden Gun. $4.
Mr. Scaramanga, we'll see you now, Mr. Bond.
Ian.
Damn it. Well, whatever. I really like the movie. So number 1 was Skyfall.
Skyfall. Very good.
I really like that one. That was good.
Good song too.
Great song.
Yes. I think I told you this. I had a roommate in college who played that movie as he was going to sleep every night for a month. So I have a bad association with that movie and especially that song.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very good beyond that. Beers.
Number 5 was Christopher Walken in A View to a Kill.
That's correct. Christopher Walken. Yes, beer. John, correct. Yes, it should be pronounced Sean Bon or Sean Bean. I agree.
Thank you.
Go over the other ones here. Gustav Graves was Die Another Day.
Another day.
Elliot
Tomorrow Never
Carver,
Dies.
Tomorrow Never
Phew.
Dies. Emilio
Oh.
Largo, Thunderball. Georgi Koskov was The Living Daylights.
Oh.
Had a very good round. In the bank at the end of that round, 94-25. Find another cheater, you keep all of that. Here are the totals. Remember that only this new round counts. Talk it out. What do we think? Who do you think the new cheater is?
I'm gonna accuse Tom, but it is only to keep Colin from starting that number counter for us not accusing anyone.
That's
I think
good...
he still starts the counter if that's the caveat.
Oh, God damn it.
No, it's fine. Tom, defend yourself.
It's not me. It's not me. I just happened to see one of those Bond movies. So,
Do you want to throw a name out there?
yeah, I'll throw Ian out there.
Okay. Ian, who made one and then one. Ian, defend yourself.
It's my default.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to defend myself from the thing that inevitably happens every game. Getting accused by Tom.
Do you want to throw someone's name out, Ian?
No, this is gonna be a mess anyway.
What did you do to Tom that made him do this to you?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was a long time.
I don't think it was anything. I think it just started for fun.
Please
Yeah.
reopen old
Yeah.
wounds for me. I'd like to know.
John, Beers, looking at your head, let's not reopen old wounds.
Reopen this wound. Pointing with the wrong hand. It's a head wound.
Anyone want to add anything before we vote off the new cheater? All right, I need the 6 of you to lock in your votes. All right, votes are in. Let's see if you found the cheater once again. Let's start with Susan.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, I voted for Beers.
You did, and that is 1 for Beers. Tom, who'd you say?
I voted for Liz.
Yep. Liz?
I also voted for Beers for no reason.
Yep. Beers, who'd you say?
I said Tom just to see things through.
Ian, who'd you say?
Genuinely, because I thought he would know more about James Bond, I said Tom.
2 for Tom, 2 for Beers, 1 for Liz.
I know the
Jared?
early ones.
Like Ian, I hate ties, so I wanted to make it a super tie and said Liz.
No!
2 Liz, 2 Tom, 2 Liz, 2 Beers. We have a super tie. I'm sorry. 47-13. And now the cheater gets to pick off the player of their choice, and it can be anybody. I need all 6 of you to send me the name of the player you want to send home. Cheater, only your vote counts. Votes are in. See who the cheater has kicked off now. If I click on your name and it turns green, you're safe. Fred, you are 3rd player out of the game. Susan, you are safe. Jared. Oh, Jared, I'm sorry the cheater has chosen you. No, you weren't the cheater. Hopefully you can come back and make some money at the end. We are down to 5, and when we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, those 5 players are going to make it go for immunity. Be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. And it is time for the round 4 immunity challenge. I'll give a question with multiple answers. Last player left standing giving right ones wins immunity, cannot be voted off. In addition, if as a team you come up with 5 answers, you get 10, 10 you get 20, 15 you get 30, 18 you get 50. It has been quite a while since the bank has been broken. If you do it tonight, $115 goes into the bank for 20 answers. Most importantly, last one standing wins immunity for the round. Your category is this: Tom Cruise movies from 1980 to 1999. He needs to have appeared in them, not just produced or something. And Susan, you get to go first.
Risky business.
Risky business, we're on the board. Tom.
All the right moves.
All the right moves, very good. Ian.
Top Gun.
Top Gun is right. Piers.
Legend.
Legend, yeah, very good. Liz.
Jerry Maguire.
$10, very good. And we are back to Susan.
The Outsiders.
The Outsiders, yeah. Tom.
Taps.
Taps. Yeah, very good. Taps is right. Ian.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, yep. Here's
Color of Money.
Color of Money. Hey, you're still in. You're good. Liz, are we going to go 10 for 10?
Mission Impossible 2.
Mission Impossible 2 came out in 2000. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
damn it.
Well, now we know we can't guess anyone's after that.
Susan.
Sorry.
Cocktail.
Cocktail. We have 10. We have $20 banked. Tom.
Magnolia.
Magnolia came out in 1999. Very good.
Nice.
Ian.
A Few Good Men.
Few Good Men. Yep. Piers.
Born on the 4th of July.
Born on the 4th of July. Yep. Susan.
Rain Man.
Rain Man. Yep. All right. For 15, Tom.
Far and Away.
Far and Away. We have 15 answers. Very impressive. We are 5 away from $115. Ian.
The Goonies.
The Goonies. Yeah, Tom Cruise actually played Corey Feldman. No, that is not correct. I was gonna say he played the guy who I forget who's the guy. Yeah, Sloth. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Thought I was about to learn something.
We are down to 3. We have
No.
15 answers. Piers.
Not for me.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut came out in 1999. Very good. Whew. Susan.
The Firm.
The Firm is right. We have 17. Tom.
Okay, we've got 2 of the 3 ones that he did with Nicole Kidman. So how about Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder is the third one. $50 banked. We might break the bank here. We only need 2 more. Just for fun, I will tell you there are in fact only 3 more.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a lot of iconic movies. Piers, what you got?
Well, I can't think of any of the ones he did before 2000, any more of them. So I'll just say one that he did after Vanilla Sky and get eliminated.
Vanilla Sky. No, sorry, that was in fact in the 2000s. We are down to 2. Susan, do you have another?
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire is correct.
Damn
which
it, I
means
should have
that's
known that
19.
one.
Tom, if you get this, we have the bank broken. First time the bank will be broken with 2 players still in the game. Do you have one, Tom?
Endless Love.
Endless Love was his first movie. Very good. You have it. 20 answers.
Damn.
Wow.
Well done, guys.
All right, that's the bank broken. That's $115. Susan, if you get this next one, I'm going to give the first double immunity in history. If not, Tom wins the immunity. Susan, do you have the 21st?
Nice job, you guys. Wow.
Man, I wish I did. I don't.
Okay. I'm sorry. Tom wins the immunity for the round. Very impressive. I thought we would get maybe 18 or 19. I'm very impressed we got 20. Does anyone know the 21st?
Yeah.
I do not. I actually thought that I was going to lose it when Susan said Interview with the Vampire, because that was the last one I knew, but Endless Love just popped into my mind.
Yeah.
So
The 21st would have in fact been Losing It. So there
I
you
don't
go.
even remember
20
that one.
answers, 150.
Never even heard of it.
Tom wins the immunity. So you banked $115, meaning we're up to 158.13. Tom won the immunity, cannot be voted out. Anyone else can, so let's talk it out. What do we think? Who are we suspicious of after that very impressive round?
Well, it's a shame we're going to have to lose half the money because we can't vote out the person we know is the cheater.
I can't in good conscience vote for Susan after that either. I contributed the least, so if you would need a scapegoat, that's cool.
Sounds good.
Oh, jeez.
I'm-
That doesn't feel good. Let me put myself up on that cross as well.
All right.
So that way we might risk a tie, and then Tom can just pick us off.
Yeah, we'll split the
Tom, it looks like you're gonna have to prove yourself in this next round, or maybe find the cheater.
Apparently.
I mean, hey, if it's always the best position if you can win the immunity and the cheater gets voted off, you're completely off the hook and you've done the best. Okay. I need the 5 of you to please lock in your votes. Cannot vote for Tom. Votes are in. Let's see if after banking all that, we have also found the cheater. We know Tom has the immunity, so we're going to start with him.
I voted for Liz.
Okay. Susan.
I said beers.
Okay. Ian.
I did as my wife said, and I voted for Liz.
2 for Liz. All right, Liz.
I couldn't vote for myself, so I voted for Ian.
2 Liz, 1 Ian, 1 beers, and
It's
beers.
it's the same thing.
I voted for Ian.
Are you?
Oh my god!
That's a tie. I'm sorry. You've lost half of that very impressive bank. And now the cheater once again gets to pick off the player of their choice. Keep in mind that Tom's immunity holds. He can still not be voted off. Everyone else, you're vulnerable. I need all 5 of you to send me your votes. All right, votes are in. See who is not making our final 4. We know Tom is safe, so if it turns green like that, you are safe. Oh, let's see. Beers. You are safe. Susan. You are safe, so it comes down to Ian and Liz. One of them is going to leave the game. One of them will move on. Let's see. Ian, you are safe, which means Liz, I'm sorry, the cheater has chosen you. We know you weren't a cheater. Hopefully you go back at the end and glare at Ian some more. Down to 4, 79.07 in the bank. We'll be right back.
I feel less bad.
Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Before the break, we had a very impressive immunity challenge. $115 in the bank, and Tom won the immunity. But people might be suspicious of the people who knew their Tom Cruise movies. We are down to 4, 79.07 in the bank. We'll get back to it here. Everyone gets to give 2 answers per question now. Name the 10 suggestions for new federal holidays according to a 2020 Medium article. Pay attention to the date there. 30 seconds to talk. Then we go to Tom for his first answer. Go.
Okay, they've been saying Election Day should be a federal holiday for a long time.
And the clue
Earth
that Colin keeps
Day-
giving us is Juneteenth, right?
Excuse me?
The thing that Colin keeps talking about has to be Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is a federal holiday now.
I know, but he
Well, according
keeps
to
saying.
But was it in 2020?
It wasn't in
Sorry.
2020, right?
Sorry.
All right, Tom, you're first.
I'm going to say Election Day.
Number 1, Election Day, 50 cents. Ian.
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention. I was focusing too hard on the second question. There should be new federal holidays.
Yes, they might be observed, but not federal. Yeah.
I know, because I finally get paid for these now, which is such a nice change. I have no idea. I'll say Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Why not?
No, sorry.
Oh, that's why.
Beers.
I will guess that Juneteenth, like while it is
Juneteenth,
now.
very good.
Okay,
It was
there we
not
go.
yet
Cool.
when this was written. Number 2, Susan.
How about Indigenous people?
Yeah, number 3, Indigenous Peoples Day, 150.
That was my second guess.
Back to Tom.
Earth Day has been around for a long time, and I'm sure that there are people saying it should be a federal holiday.
Yeah, number 9, Earth Day, 450. Very good. Ian.
Oh man, you guys came up with so much good stuff. Uh, I'm just gonna say May the 4th.
May the 4th. No, sorry, not.
Oh man, I felt that disapproving shake head from Jared in my soul.
Cinco de Quattro, also not there. Beers.
Jim, I was gonna guess Cinco de Mayo until you said Cinco de Quattro is not on there, and I'm like, he wouldn't get that close to an answer as a joke. Oh shit. I guess I'll roll over to Tom for this one.
All right, Tom.
You know, I mean, there have been so many suggestions. Let's say World Wildlife Day.
World Wildlife Day. Good guess. Not on the board. All right, one more from Susan.
How about Halloween?
Halloween is number 10. Very
Oh,
good.
damn.
Whoa.
$5. Very impressive. We got 1 through 3 and then 9 and 10. Everything in the middle. Here we go. Women's Day.
Oh.
Constitution Day.
Why?
Civil Rights Day. Exploration Day. And Immigration Day.
Okay.
I don't think we need a Constitution Day, but you know.
What is Exploration Day?
I think it's a replacement for Columbus Day where we just talk about exploration in general.
Oh.
I think there would have been 15 suggestions if it was a tall article instead of a medium article.
Yes,
That's
it would have been.
Wouldn't
where we
a more
discuss-
appropriate
that's where we
substitute for
discuss-
Columbus be Lost at Sea Day?
Yeah. Wrong turn day. Yeah.
Exploration Day is where we
But,
discussed exploration that didn't include genocide.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right, name these Tolkien characters and the things that kind of sound like them. The King Who Returns in Return of the King and the Star Wars-esque fantasy novel by Christopher Paolini. The character who carries the ring to Mordor and the villain of Hunchback of Notre Dame. The dragon in The Hobbit and the portmanteau for air pollution in Los Angeles. Elf ruler of Rivendell and the Scientology founder Blank Hubbard. The evil half of the My Precious character and the Clayer mud monster in Jewish folklore. The good half of the My Precious character and the creator of Triumph the Comic Insult Dog. The member of the Fellowship named Took and the father of Charlemagne. The grandfather of Thorin and the Norse god of thunder. The person who runs the Prancing Pony Inn and a popular drink for child wizards in Harry Potter. And a wild man who comes to the aid of Gondor and Ben Affleck's directorial debut. 30 seconds, then we go to Ian for his first answer. Go.
Okay.
Okay, the highest one I know is the 451 Butterbur and Butterbeer.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously you have
Thor
the,
and Thor.
is it
There's
Tor-
there's Smeagol and Smigel, there's Gollum and Golem, there's Elrond and Elron, there's Smaug and Smog. I was wrong, I had a few of these.
Time. Okay. And you can obviously take half of one if you don't know both, but you can't, cherry pick from two different ones at once. Ian, you're first.
I do really wish I knew the other half of the $5. But it's a singular wild man who comes to the
Wild
aid?
one person. Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember. All right, so I'll say 450 is Butterbur and Butterbeer.
Butterbur and Butterbeer, $9 Ian. Very good. Beers.
I'm gonna go with the $3 answers of Smeagol and Smigel.
That's right. Smeagol and Robert Smigel, $6. Susan.
4 is Thror and Thor.
That's right. Thror and Thor, $8. Tom.
The $3.50 one is Pippin and Pepin.
Pippin and yes, Pepin the short. Very good. As opposed to Pippin, who's also short. Back to Ian.
All right. 250 is Gollum and Golem.
That's right. Gollum and Golem, $5. Very good on this round. Beers.
All right, so the $2 answer is Elrond and Elron.
Yes, $4. Susan again.
So $1.50 is Smaug and Smog.
Yep. Smaug, Smog, $3. And one more from Tom.
The 50-cent one is Aragon and Aragon, or Aragorn and Aragon.
Yes, Aragorn, Aragon, $1. Very good. 8 for 8. Very impressive. $1 for each for Frodo and Ian's favorite Godfather character, Frollo.
Frollo.
$10 would have been The Wild Man is Gone, Very Gone, and Ben Affleck's directorial debut is Gone, Baby,
Gone.
In the bank at the end of that round, 134.57. If you find the cheater, you will take all of that into our final round. It's going to be a lot of money if you do. Still not bad, but not quite as much, of course. Here are the totals. Cheater's been going for 3 rounds now. Talk it out. What do we think?
I'm still suspicious of Tom. You're putting that out there.
Me too.
Tom, you might want to defend yourself.
Beers is always suspicious of me and is always wrong.
Until the one time I'm right.
Tom, would you like to accuse somebody?
Well, I might as well accuse Beers.
Oh, might
Okay.
you?
Beers, defend yourself.
I don't know. It was like the one time I was right. I was right about John earlier. It was a surprise to me, but no, I don't know. I knew the answers I knew, and I didn't know the answers I didn't know. I think that, yeah, that's it.
Ian, would you like to add anything?
Sure. I don't often see Susan accuse people.
So does
That's
that
all.
mean you agree or you're suspicious of her?
That means I'm suspicious of her.
Ooh,
Susan, defend
Ooh.
yourself.
interesting. I do think it's Tom, but I understand why you're suspicious of me. I don't hold it against you.
So that settles it. Let's eliminate Tom this round, and if it's not him, we'll go after Susan.
Somehow this always happens to me this late in the game.
Interesting here. I need the 4 of you to please lock in your votes. Who's not going into the final round? Votes are cast. See if we have found the cheater yet again. A lot of money on the line. Let's start with Ian.
I did it against my will because I knew it would end in a tie if I didn't, so I voted for Tom.
One Tom. Tom?
I mean, it's useless to say who I voted for because I already know I'm going down. But I think I voted for Beers.
Yes. One for Beers, one for Tom. Beers?
Now I should say that, like, say this with a caveat. Tom's argument that I'm always wrong about him did sway me, but not enough. So I still voted for Tom.
2 for Tom. Susan?
I voted for Tom.
That's
Yeah,
unanimous.
I
3
should've just
votes.
gone
Tom
ahead and
has been
voted for
voted out of the
Susan.
game. All right. Moment of truth, Tom. We have to know, were you the cheater?
Okay, I first want to say that I am very ticked off that you guys voted me out when I sacrificed myself. Did you think I actually could have come up with some schlock film like Endless Love?
No, I did
without
not think that.
knowing the answers? I gave that up for you guys to get more money. And it cost me.
He was the cheater. Nicely done. 134.57 stays in the bank. And when we come back for the final round, we'll have another new cheater. We'll be right back.
Shit.
Welcome back to the final round of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Before the break, our players found a cheater once again, and they now have 134.57 in the bank. It all comes down to this. Ian, Beers, Susan, one of you has been made a new cheater. Here's how it works. If the 2 honest players vote the cheater out, they will split that bank 50-50. If not, we lose another honest player, and it's up to the audience to vote. Ian, Beers, Susan, it is time for the final standoff. Let's catch the new cheater in their first lie. Ian, we ask you again, are you the cheater?
No.
Beers, are you the new cheater?
No.
Susan, are you the new cheater?
No.
Just
That is
for fun,
about as
go around
evil
again and
as I've
everyone do
ever
that. Okay,
seen Susan look.
134.57 in the bank. One of them is lying. Let's see if they can catch them. Ian, you still have your rollover left. Beers and Susan, you have used yours. First question. In the 10 most famous lawyers in U.S. history, according to Santa Rosa Lawyer, right after you vote off the lawyer. 30 seconds to talk. Then we go to Beers for his first answer. Go.
All right, I'm gonna just list like a few here, and they do not all go in the same like category. But Johnny Cochran, John Adams, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, they were all lawyers. But that's just who I can think of.
How about like Thurgood Marshall,
Thurgood Marshall.
Clarence Darrow, what's her face? RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, time. Okay. Beers, you are first.
I'm gonna go with my first guess, John Adams.
John Adams, famous lawyer, famous U.S. president. Not on the board. No.
Bummer.
Susan.
I'm gonna try Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall. Another good guess, but not on the board. No. Ian.
Wow. I hate it, but I want to get acquitted, so I'm gonna say Johnny Cochran.
If the glove fits. Yeah, number 9, Johnny Cochran, 450, Ian. Back to Beers.
I guess I should have gone with my real first guess, huh? Ah, Christ.
That was like the only thing that came to my mind.
I'll say Clarence Darrow.
Darrow. He had to be number 11. He's not on the board. Susan.
Let's try a president. Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, 5, 250. Very good. Ian.
I liked Ruth Bader Ginsburg as an answer. I'll go with that.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, no, sorry. I think in the case of that and Thurgood Marshall, they're probably better known as judges than lawyers, which is why they didn't make it. It's a lot of presidents here, I'm not going to lie. Abraham Lincoln, Franklin Roosevelt, Barack Obama. I think they should have picked people who are best known as lawyers instead of presidents, but hey, Richard Nixon, Andrew Jackson, Hillary Clinton, Robert Kardashian.
What?
Yeah, he was on the OJ trial. Yeah.
I did not know that.
And Woodrow Wilson.
Seeing all those presidents on there now makes me extra mad that John Adams didn't make
Yeah,
that
John
list.
Adams was not as famous as the others, apparently.
And that
Final
Johnny
question.
Cochran was on there.
He was famous. He had a lot of high-profile trials.
I know. He was literally the only one I could think of.
What do these mnemonic devices help you remember? I don't need to know what they stand for. I just need to know the sequence they're helping you remember. Roy G. Biv, Mark's very extravagant mother just sent us 90 parakeets. Holmes, PEMDAS, dear King Philip came over for good soup. Some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid. A tense gray cat lays very low, sneaking slowly, contemplating a pounce. Fast. Kangaroos hop down British driveways carrying M&Ms. Harry, he likes beer by cupfuls, not over frothy, never nasty mugs allowed since past 6 closing. Our kegs canceled.
I'm gonna need the
30
breakdown.
seconds to talk. Then we go to Susan. Go.
All right, number 9 is orders of 10, like kilo, hecta, deca. Fast, I think, is stroke symptoms.
Stroke, yeah.
PEMDAS, of course, is order of operations. Roy G. Biv, colors of the rainbow. The Mark's very extravagant mother, that's planets.
Holmes is the Great Lakes.
Time. Okay, Susan, you're first.
Fast is the signs of a stroke.
Signs of a stroke. That's right, $8. Ian. The S stands for stroke, by the way.
Oh.
No,
One of the signs of a stroke is you're having a stroke. All right.
So if you're watching for the signs of a stroke, you wait until after stroke to get to whatever T is.
And A stands for a stroke.
And F stands for feeling a stroke.
Do T is
Aw.
that's a stroke.
T stands for too late.
That's a stroke. Okay. PEMDAS is order of operations.
Order of operations. Yep, very good. Beers.
I'm gonna say the $9 answer is orders of 10, or where the decimal place is.
Yeah. Prefixes in SI.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
very good.
I remembered it as my algebra teacher taught it as King Henry died drinking chocolate milk.
Well, there's not a it's right either way.
Yeah.
Susan.
Holmes is the Great Lakes.
Yes. Ian.
I knew any of those middle ones. But I don't. So 2 is the planets.
Planet's a little outdated now, but yes, you can make a new one without the P. Beers.
I don't know any of the others, so I'm just gonna go with Colors of the Rainbow for $1.
That's right. $1. Go over the other ones here. Anyone on number 5? Taxonomy and biology, kingdom, phylum, class, order, that one. This is the trigonometric functions. Sine, cosine, those things. Aries, Taurus, so on. Signs of the zodiac.
Oh, boo.
And I've never heard this one. I think someone made it up for the list I was reading as a joke, but I liked it, so I used it. The first 20 elements of the periodic table.
Nice.
It's easier to just memorize the words.
I know, right? Yeah, because you have to remember longer words that have those letters in them. I don't know. It doesn't seem very helpful. Ian, Beers, Susan, very impressive game tonight. 2 cheaters have been found. And in the final bank, we have 168.57. So 2 honest players find the cheater. That money is theirs. If not, we lose another honest player and half of that bank. We only have this round to go off of. That's the bad news. Ian, Beers, Susan, talk it out.
Just based off of when you were asking us who the cheater was, I thought it was Ian because he looked like he was angry to have been made the cheater in the last round.
I don't know why I got it in my head, but I just thought that 2024, for whatever reason, we would start to do better at this game. And today we've actually done really well, but then we get in this predicament where it's just a crapshoot. That for 2 of us, it's a 50-50 chance, and for the other one, you're trying to be on the winning side of that 50-50.
Did you want to throw an accusation in there or just point out how everybody's been sucking?
No, we've been doing great today. It's just I expected us to do worse, so now I'm mad that I was wrong.
All right, Susan, do you want to add anything?
Of course not.
Okay. We have a cheater fact here. The cheater uses the phrase riding donkey saddles badly to remember the names of the Golden Girls. And I should have read that in advance. That was good. SIB is a mnemonic device for remembering who the cheater could be. Better than IBS. I need the 3 of you to please lock in your final vote. Final vote has been cast. Let's see if we have found the cheater and we'll take home potentially the biggest bank in a regular game of lie, cheat, and steal. 168.57 is in the bank. Here we go. Let's start with Ian.
I voted for Susan earlier and it felt wrong, so I voted for Beers.
1 for Beers, 1 more and he is out. Beers.
I voted for Ian.
Beers says Ian. Ian says Beers. Susan, who's getting voted out of the game?
Based on that cheater fact, I voted for Ian.
That is 2 for Ian, and his game is over. I'm sorry, Ian. You've been voted out. We have to know. Were you the cheater?
I told you guys what the statistics were. Not that that was going to help. We all are terrified of math, as found out earlier. I am not the cheater.
Sorry, he was not the cheater. You've lost half of your money, 84.29. Now it is up to the audience to vote. Here's Susan. One of you has fooled the other. And now you have to convince the audience. If the majority of the audience votes out the cheater, great. The honest members of the audience who vote correctly get half of that bank. Honest player gets the other half. Otherwise, the cheater takes it all. Beers, 15 seconds to defend yourself. Go.
It's Susan. She's been tricking us all ever since that whole. Oh my God! It's only been like 3 minutes, hasn't it? Christ. It's not me. It's not me.
All right. Susan, 15 seconds. Go.
Just have to apologize to Ian. I misjudged you. I'm very sorry.
All right. I'll pull up the totals for that round. We can lock in the final votes. If it's either Beers or Susan, there is a considerable amount of money to be made here, so even audience members could be making some bank tonight. Here we go. Just this round to go off of. It's Beers or Susan. Lock those votes in. Audience has made their vote. Time to see if they're right. We have 84.29 on the line. Let's find out. But before we reveal the votes, we need to know, Beers, Susan, who was the cheater?
It wasn't me.
No, it was me.
It was Susan. All right, let's see if she has been caught or if she has fooled our audience. We'll be taking him to full bank. If the majority of the audience votes out Susan, Beers wins 42-15. Everyone who votes correctly splits 42-15. Otherwise, Susan takes it all. Liz, we'll start with you.
I said Susan.
Did one for Susan. Tom?
Okay. I am absolutely convinced that it is Susan, but on principle, I had to vote for Beers.
John?
I went with Susan.
You said, in fact, a very emphatic Susan, so that's emphatic. Ian?
I accept Susan's apology, but I also assumed it was apologizing for being the cheater. So I said Susan.
3 for Susan, one more, and Beers has won. Nate?
I think I felt residual guilt from voting for Susan at other times when it wasn't her, and so I voted for Beers. There's not a lot of info to go off of.
3 for Susan, 2
I think
for
that's the
Beers. Yeah, it was
same
only
reason
one
I
round.
voted for Ian.
Amy?
I voted for Susan.
You did, also with an exclamation point. And Susan has been caught, meaning Beers is our winner tonight. He takes home 41-15, a very nice total. Let's see who Jared voted for.
Susan, period.
Very good. So Jared, Amy, Liz, John, and Ian will split the other half of that bank, which is a pretty decent amount of money tonight. Split 5 ways. So that's our game. That's Lie, Cheat, and Steal. We had a very impressive game tonight. Bank was broken the immunity challenge. 3 cheaters were caught, and 84.29 was given out. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time on Lie, Cheat, and Steal.
So the year after Kentucky finally approves the use of medical marijuana, I go to see my eye doctor today, and I'm told that I may, that he's concerned about the possibility of glaucoma in my left eye. I'm going, well, at least I'm going to get an edibles prescription out of this. No, he prescribes eye drops.
Oh.
Can you eat the eye drops?
No,
Are they marijuana? Are they THC eye drops?
no.
Can he prescribe some online sports gambling?
Can you not do recreational marijuana where you're at, Tom?
You couldn't until this year,
Oh, okay.
or until last year.
So now you don't need no doctor's permission. Go for it.
Also, I was going to say, maybe it's time to switch doctors. You need Dr. Feelgood.
Turns out he's just prescribing me normal brownies the whole time.
Hey, if you need to do something for recreation, there is something else now legal in Kentucky, but
Well, now that bill was corrected.
Yeah.
They're gonna change their.
MDMA is still legal.
They're gonna change
Also,
their.
what kind of doctors are prescribing that?
I'm gonna
Dr.
prescribe you
Einstein.
2 cc's of hand stuff.
Gonna change the state abbreviation to K. Why not?
You'll like Cece. She's really nice.
You probably know her mom.
Oh, as the only attorney online, I have to say that today is a great day to be an attorney, because all you had to do was follow Alina Habba's performance in the Trump lawsuit today, and you'd be able to say, well, at least I'm better than she is.
Where she almost got her client thrown out of court.
Yeah. Today's the day to look at how much she's being paid and say, you know what, I need a raise.
Hey, she doesn't appreciate being talked about like that.
That's assuming that she's being paid, because most of his attorneys are not.
Trump is probably just saying, this is great exposure.
Yeah, exactly.
He pays her in Texas Roadhouse gift cards.